All right, so if you guys didn't know, the new Sons of the Forest patch came out on the 9th of March, so just yesterday. I myself haven't had a chance to jump in and check out the patch. I'm going to do that today on stream, but I do kind of want to go through the patch notes together with you guys, give my initial thoughts before we get in and try it, and just read the patch notes in case you guys don't have a chance to read them yourselves. So having said that, let's get started. Patch 1, hang gliders, binoculars, balance tweaks, bug fixes, and lots more. So just right off of there, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of information in here, so let's get in and let's see what all is entailed, right? Hi everyone. For our first patch, we've added a new mini boss battle, new binocular pickup, hang gliders. Doesn't say that this is a pickup, so I don't know how that's going to work. Defensive wall gates and door locks, as well as lots more. For a full list, check below. The door locks are going to be nice to keep cannibals out so they don't just run into your base and steal everything, so that's going to be really nice. So the new features are, they added binoculars. I mean, it's going to be helpful. I don't know. It's massive, but it is nice, right? Quality of life. Added a hang glider. It sounds like this is going to be in a location and not something you can carry, but we need to look into that. Added defensive wall gates. We needed that. Added a mini boss to fight in the food bunker, so we'll have to go in and check that out. I imagine it's going to be in the big cafeteria area where the girl like jumps into the water. So we'll have to look there. I bet without seeing it, it's going to be a blobby. Added settings reset in our options screen. That's nice. Added missing Virginia leather suit pickup in the world. So we've got to find this leather suit somewhere. You can now lock doors with stick placed on the interior of the door. Okay, but you can't lock them while you're out, right? So that's only if you're inside. That's going to be interesting. Built small structures, furniture can now be grabbed. While grabbed, it can either be placed again or thrown to collapse and get the resources back. So it's going to let you move your stuff. That's good. Some additional story elements added. That's probably with the mini boss. New headshot death animation variations for the cannibals. That's fun, right? It's just a fun quality thing. Angry cannibals can now attack by jumping out of trees. I thought I've seen them jump out of trees, but maybe I'm just not, you know. Small birds will now land and eat, gain fullness. I've heard about a hawk like stealing a head, so I'm interested to see that. Added options to hide players' tags. That's nice for immersion. Added an option to hide projectile, reticule, and trajectory. Can you give me a red dot? Like, the reason you need the projectile, reticule, and trajectory is because there are no sights. Fish traps should now work and catch fish every 5 to 10 minutes as long as it's placed in water and the current season's not winter. Okay, so you're going to get food every 5 to 10 minutes. There's plenty of food in the map until they address the food thing. This is just, like, neat. Added lookout towers to some cannibal villages. That's interesting. Story paper pickups will now show UI to zoom. This is huge because I didn't even know you could zoom them until I saw other people doing it. So, yeah, that's going to be helpful. Added new structure type. One-sided apex fills space between port beam. So this is good. So this is going to, like, prevent the big gaping holes in the side of most people's buildings when they build a slanted roof. So that's positive. Balance. Added sleep cooldown. Set reset drain from hunger and dehydration to 0. Muddy cannibals will now get less angry from player proximity and in late game. I mean, honestly, the longer you're there, the less these guys should be aggressive because they should know that you've, been slaying out. So that makes sense. Added possibility of player sleep interruption events from nearby enemies that can reach player. I thought they've already had this, so maybe this is just something I haven't seen. Because I've been interrupted while I was sleeping before. That's actually how I brought everybody back to the camp to fight them. I would just sleep in the camp and it would force everybody to come back and then they would all be there. Tweaked fire drain rate to make the use of firewood more important. Never used the firewood at all because there was no need. Tweaked berries to give slightly more fullness. That was needed. Energy drinks to give half as much hydration and less energy buff. That makes sense. I mean, you'll just have to go through your resources. Tweaked the amount of fullness and hydration all herbs and mushrooms give. That's good because they were worthless. Hard enemy health settings should be reduced to 1.25, but their armor went up. So in the beginning, they're going to be less. It's going to be less grueling, right? Because like they don't become armored till later, like late game. So this will help with like the beginning stages of hard mode feeling, impossibly hard. And then make late stages when you have more resources, weapons, and stuff like that feel a little bit more balanced. So I'm fine with this. This is a good change. Kelvin catch fish order will end after a time. I heard that Kelvin was OP and would fish out an entire stream, so that's probably a good thing. Fixed opening a cave in late game having too many enemies. That's true. That is very true. If you're not paying attention, they can really populate pretty heavy. Adjusted some player melee event and ranges for better AI responsiveness. Halved shotgun damage. They need to do something with the slugs because the slugs were worthless. I like the shotgun the way it was, so having the damage, we just need to see how it works. Boosted set, seat rest amount from 0.3 to 0.7, so that's going to be helpful. Added regular puffies to dining hall. I'm not sure what puffies are off the top of my head. Maybe those are the babies. I don't know. Increased health on creepies depending on the amount of multiplayer active. I mean, you should. If you have more people, that should scale. So if it wasn't scaling, that's going to make those multiplayer playthroughs a little bit harder. So for the improvements, improved red cannibal animations and blends, fixed sleeping animation for female cannibal, set up player effigy, struggle idle for multiplayer. Haven't messed with any of that because I haven't messed with much of the build. There was no real point. There were some issues with the build that just made it not feel needed and feel like your base was always under attack. So I just kind of didn't do it. Fix bouncy logs when in deep water. That's going to be fun. That's going to fix a lot of memes. Performance speed up for world locators. Added logic to allow hatches and doors to be forced open one player. Bond inside. Okay, I didn't know that was even a thing. That also seems like you could glitch your way into bases and then come out. LOD sometimes not switching correctly. Fixed error caused while in death wake up. Never tried that. Unique story items are now force equipped when they are collected, so you like see them. That makes sense. Door orientation is now determined by the position of the player when placing it. Okay, so that's just a build thing. Adjusted deer and moose locomotion for better pathing. I love the moose. We need moose saddles. Moose saddle win. Hashtag moose saddle. Prevent placing bench to be stuck when standing up after. Okay, that's a good thing. Added more small prop setup for melee, impact, and collision. Just need to see it in game. Sounds like it's just a thing to help with the immersion. Optimization for wall torch. That's probably lights. Destroying screw storage now spawns stored items as dynamic pickups. I have no idea what this is. Generation with core rock size reduced. Bunker. Food fix some small lighting issues. Okay. Added radio to bunker food. Added radio to bunker food. I'm not sure what that is. Turned the table cards. Okay, that helps. DLSS, so they upgraded that. Okay, fixes. Should no longer be able to get through locked doors with a stick. Sorry, speedrunners. Fix Kelvin cutting down trees. This is huge. While player structures are attached. That was another bunch of memes that they fixed. This will actually make him useful-ish. Fixed key card guest not opening the 2 doors in the bunker entertainment and not being needed to get into the bunker residential. Interesting. So... and probably instead of using the VIP, so this is going to change which key cards you need to get in there. That's fine though. I gave it a use. Fix ghost blueprints not rendering underwater, for example, fish trap. Fix some water rendering glitches, multiplayer disconnects, input bindings. I didn't have too much of an issue with this, but I might need to look at it. Stuck after dying while climbing rope. Never had that happen. I don't think I even made any ropes. Fix being able to place paper target on tarp collision. I've never seen that. Defensive wall option, valid placement, and then it gets rejected. Okay. Defensive wall log, quarter value causing valid placement, getting rejected. Okay. Small animal, deadfall trap getting its resources yielded back twice, so that's going to help with some duplication issues. Fix some issues when a fire is destroyed while interacting with it. Fix lifting tarp with stick, not detecting stick being equipped properly. Delay before performing the action. I saw this a lot because I used a lot of tarps. I used tarps to mark where I had been, so that's going to be nice. Fixed adding log planks to ghost, not consuming the log properly. This is a good one. Because this is going to help with like log dupes, right? Fixed volume for cave visuals, disabling. Okay. Fixed various open rock cliff. All right, so I've seen that. That's just visual bugs, right? Fixed a case where Virginia's grab bag interaction could trigger at the same time as a pickup, leading to a bad player state. I'm not sure if what this is or if this was when people were like bugging their inventory out and losing their gun and not being able to repick it up. So hopefully that's what it is and it fixed it. Fixed a case of players stuck attacking with spear after revive. Fixed enemy armor setting not working. I imagine this was just, it wasn't blocking or something. Fixed animal count setting not working correctly. Don't know what that's for. Fixed player able to trigger actions while doing ground attacks. Fixed some possible temporary stuck states, so that's good. Made the birds not be scared, so that's positive. That's a positive for immersions, all that is. Fix some incorrect keyboard icons for key binding empaths. Okay. Not playing title screen after leaving multiplayer. Autumn ground leaves shouldn't pop on visibility as much now. Hopefully that means like on your mat and stuff, but this might just mean they shouldn't just look as odd. Player will no longer get into a broken state when trying to equip items they are already holding that have maxed out the inventory. I've never seen that bug. Fixed a transition to move. Okay, with attack axe, which is preventing attacking. Fixed case, when removing beam, support pillar wouldn't relink the pillar properly with its new support. Fixed wood stack loading from staves as an apex. Player saving system for cutscenes. The cave, severed limbs looking broken. Okay. Because that was how you're supposed to get out of the cave, right? You're supposed to pick up the limbs, throw it in the water, and then swim out. Fix some cave entrance bats, scare spawn locations, so that's, I guess, good. Perch landing takeoff issues, added perch, so I don't even think I noticed any eagles, so that'll be nice. Walking over entertainment bunker could cause trees and otherworld objects to disappear. Didn't notice that. Cannibals should no longer snap long distances to climb into windows. That's going to be nice. Fix for clients no longer loading into the correct season when rejoining a saved game. Player held items at time of knockout are now remembered upon being saved. That's helpful. Tutorials will no longer be force closed when opening the pause menu and are instead just visually toggled. Players no longer slide down slopes when either utility book is held when the player's in their inventory. So this is supposed to fix, like, this was a meme where people were just sliding around the map and not taking damage. So that's good. No longer attach both the laser sight and flashlight weapon mod to the crossbow at the same time. Didn't know you could. So that's interesting. Fix some cases of multiplayer client being able to duplicate logs. Okay. Repairing wood stacks, not putting the elements back in the correct position. Never seen it. Floating log when chopping down a tree with a shelter attached to it. Also didn't see that. Fix screw structures being broken apart, having no audio. I don't know what screw structures are. Tagged auto jump. Tagged auto jumps off on portable light. I have no idea what that means. Fixed Kelvin dropping radios, destroying the radio. Okay. Fixed weapons given to Virginia not being returned with the correct amount of ammo. And weapon upgrades. I wonder if people were either using this to, like, just give her a weapon and then get it back full, or to duplicate upgrades. We'll need to see. Or if the other way, like, you gave her a full gun, she gave it back to you empty with no upgrades. Modified fade distance. Okay. Fix for players able to push through terrain if another player is standing on their head. Okay, that was definitely an issue. Fixed opening hatches, removing weapon upgrades from currently held weapons. Did not know that even happened, but then again, I barely used my weapons, so made sure player correctly aligns to death marker when dying at height. Interesting. Removed floating life vest. Fixed displacement, digging visuals, breaking on some quality settings. Okay. And then here's a bunch of audio stuff. I'm not going to read through the audio stuff. Just know that they added some audio stuff. So there you go. I'm excited to get in and try out the new update. Mainly, I want to go find the hang glider. I want to find the binoculars. I want to check out the hang glider. The defensive wall gate I don't really care that much about. I want to go fight this mini boss. And I want to get this Virginia leather suit. These are the things I want to try to do. So let me know down in the comments what you're looking forward to in the update, if you have played it, and what was your favorite part.